I literally played not out of mechanics or out of like reacting fast or something. I literally played on off my knowledge exactly what I had explained.
My blade is yours.
But the main problem is why you don't want to pick second is because not only do they pick counter champions, but more importantly, if you play a champion like Master Yi, if you play a champion like Kassadin, if you play a champion like Katarina, the reason why you don't want to first pick them is not because they're getting hard countered. It's because most of the times they are the win condition. And look in this game, for example, who is gonna be the win condition? Not the cannon. Cannon is just a tool to get to the winning point. But I am obviously the win condition. So you guys can clearly see, it's very important that I am not picking that early, because I'm the win condition. I need to make sure I'm not completely fucked. If I would get countered and when I'm not the win condition, it wouldn't matter that much. Okay, we can take Ghost, we take a Flash, both is completely fine. Okay, what do you guys think about the Zac matchup? What do we need to focus on? What is the problems? So there's a guy called Patrick Biss. I think you all know him. He hates Zac. The real reason he hates Zac is because he doesn't know how the game works. He doesn't know how to play correctly versus Zac. Okay, we're taking the blue smite here, of course. Green one is very useless. If they go for invades, this is the typical thing I always say. Follow. I really dislike invades, but at least follow a bit. What you can do is you can say, I will show you. I come, I ward first. You can do that. Then you ward first, and then you come.
Master E.
If you're scared of invading, for example, Zac, most likely is not invading. And now I come, and I want to reset it around 58 seconds. Okay, there's nothing happening. There's nothing happening. I can't come. That's absolutely pointless. I can't walk through here because this could be dangerous as well. But I wanted to talk about something about Zac. Okay. The problem you have with Zac is some skirmishes if he counter ganks you a lot. So what you need to do is try to avoid exactly that way you struggle on. Which means I will make sure I'm countering the Zac and not the other way around. He warded that, but that doesn't really matter. We can start chickens into Crux, that would be fine. I don't need a leash. It's all fine, it's all fine. But I can see everything and I see it very clearly. Can we gank mid lane right now? Most likely not. Always consider while you're clearing if you can make some ganks work. Don't just stupidly clear. Don't just stupidly gank. Very important. That's one of the massive jungle fundamentals, is knowing when to gank. This position. Do you think Zac will cheese me on my blue buff? No. That's why I'm using Q as... That's why I'm maxing Q as third and not my W. We got first blood bot lane. That's nice. Very, very good news. So we're just gonna try to... Yeah, just continue clearing. Build up our lead. Make sure they're protected. We do see Zac. Let's see if he counters bot lane, if we need to counter gank that. Zac is here. Care Zac bot. I'm just gonna try to communicate as good as possible. It's very bad for me to go bot lane right now or to waste way too much time. It's also very bad for the Zac to go bot lane. Okay, mid lane dies. That's absolutely fine. We did everything correctly. I'm on my way. Ghost would be better now. If I had Ghost, would be very nice. Zac is also here, so I need to play it very slow. I'm just gonna care Zac. Now I'm gonna W. If Zac comes, I'm gonna want to fight him here with my double strike at best, but I probably won't get it off. Okay. I know my damage perfectly on when I have to kill him. Always kill the small ones first. Okay, I can take this ward here as well. Oh, I canceled one out there, so I couldn't. You just need to make sure that the only way he can escape, the only escape route basically, is also blocked. Now, if Zac will always use his E before he flashes, right? Should technically, because flash is more important. So I'm just gonna play it in a way that his E is getting very useless. Could go for top scuttle right now. I don't know where's he going. I'm gonna use my W here a little bit. Double strike ready. Let's see where he is. I don't see him right now, so I'm just gonna try to burst it. He has to be on Grump. Jungle tracking, guys. He has to be on Grump. So now he's on Wolves. Zac on Wolves. Care. Oh! Never mind! What is this guy doing? Okay. It's kind of hilarious. Okay. So he basically died, went all the way to bot gank. The reason why I'm saying what is he doing, why I would never recommend you guys to do that, is because now his pathing is fucked. He ends up not getting anything out of it. And what will happen is, look, he needs to reset in his bush right now. If I wanted to, I could be clearing his grump right now. But I couldn't care less as well. Why? His clearing is already completely fucked. He is already out of position. Look at my CS. I'm extremely ahead of him. Not doing anything special. I'm just clearing correctly now. We also know Irelia warded here because she was you saw her on the minimap. So now what we do is we're gonna control this bush. Maybe we're gonna see a ward as well. And then I consider even invading the enemy Zac. Okay, we see Zac here. He goes to his wolf chickens now. Yeah, didn't want to attack this one here. Okay, Zac is on his chickens now. She warded here. Sweep an 8. Can I do something top lane? I need to be careful. And we bot lane is miss. Maybe we get in top lane engage off. We're gonna sweep her here now too. Okay, he has no E. Now I'm gonna engage on him because he has no E. He will ghost that, but that's fine. I will not get anything more out of it. But I'm very happy getting him half to half HP. Okay, Zac is bot lane again. Which is... Oh, that's Nico. That's Nico. Okay, I'm gonna see. Grump is still up. That's the real Zac is bot now. It just gives us an insane lead again. The only good thing about enemies' bad jungle pathing right now is that we are not 100% sure what the Zac is doing. But as I said here, two options. He either goes to his wolves and then grump, or he does his Crux or bot gank. And that's exactly what I should have pinged for. Maybe we can get a top lane play. We know this is warded. Just gonna wait until he engages here. Could be good. I'm just gonna walk up now. Okay, he does see me warded. He does see that there's a ward as well. Just gonna reset. I could take his blue buff, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna buy Berserkers. You can buy Berserkers when you already have pickaxe. Bot lane doesn't look too good, but I would waste too much time going there. Look at the CS difference. We are scaling. We're doing wonderfully. How to find a dive angle? Hello, Fishfriend, by the way. Dive angle you need to find depending on the wave management. You need to understand, that's like another fundamental, how waves work perfectly. And only with that you can truly dive. If you have a good wave and you have a champion like Cannon who can force that hard, then it also depends if the enemy Jax can, for example, defend it very well. So diving is just I would say a rare thing. But you need to, for example, you see this wave? This wave is already showing you that it will push towards enemies. And now, even though he sees me here, I can force. Zac is dead. Zac was bot side. So now it's very easy to dive him. We need to play it very slow. I need to take aggro. First we push the wave. Very slow. I take aggro. If the cannon wouldn't know, he does know, it's emerald, diamond. I would type it in the chat now. I take aggro first. I'm gonna ping him away like this. Okay. And now I will ping him on my way. And now I will take the aggro, he will E. And I'm just gonna walk out and then queuing him when the E runs out. And as you can see, everything I said was extremely easy. There's nothing you can do about it. I literally played not out of mechanics or out of like reacting fast or something. I literally played off my knowledge exactly what I had explained. There's nothing the Jax can do. Alois and L would die here if he entered that far. His int was that he stayed on the tower. He needed to give up all his wave. Alois and L would have known. Alois and L would have reset it. Alois and L would probably have 1v2 this. Okay, anyways. No, okay. You get my point. He couldn't be 1v2ing us because there's nothing he can do about simply because of our knowledge. Wow. Kotat, yes, that's what you will get now on my streams. I will try to make it extremely valuable for you, my brother. He did Herald. Now, does that matter, chat? What do you think? What do you think? Is it a bad Herald that we lost it? I mean, look at this. We are very ahead. I'm extremely ahead of the Zac. And I gave Herald. Was it now a jungle's fault? Did I make a mistake? Or why was Zac able to get this Herald? It's bad, no? And the answer is, it doesn't matter a tiny bit. Not at all. Zero. The Herald is completely useless, which most people don't understand. That I get the dive off of the Jax, and I get my reset off, and I have my tempo, that is what truly matters. I'm not gonna win the game from this Herald. I'm gonna win this game from being the win condition, being extremely fat, getting everything I want, forcing everything I want. This Herald, 200 gold. Yeah, I got it from Grand Blue too. Like, Herald is nice and all. He got Dragon and Herald. It's nice. But it's not like game losing. It's not terrible. It's of course not optimal, but it's not terrible. What's better is like this. There's nothing the Irelia can do about it, and I didn't do anything special. Now, where does the Herald matter, chat? I'm gonna see if I can... I'm just gonna Q when he's knocked up. He might be able to ult this. I'm just gonna try to engage on him. I could potentially flash on him. I think I will probably still proc this. Now again, kill the attack one and then the other. Queuing the Nico thing here. I can even consider to a killer with knowing my limits perfectly, but I will not do that right now because it's a little bit too dangerous and I don't want to show you flippy situations. I want to show you how to consistently win. In my low silver, I feel like I'm struggling with making plays with my team, and I don't know if Zac can 1v9 like he can. Zac can not... it's different. He can 1v9 way better because he just has more raw damage. But Zac has still a lot of carry potential. I don't think 1v9 only means being able to actively 1v5 and outplay enemies. I think 1v9 means more like that you alone were able to control the entire game. And you can do that with Zac too, yes. It's just about that you have different strengths. Like with Yi, you see I'm playing a little bit different than if I was playing Zac. If I'm playing Zac, I'm playing more for my for example, my team strengths. I try to get the Ziggs more ahead. Look, he's 20 CS up and 4-2. If I was the Zac, I could make him 6-2 or maybe 7-2. And then you can see if I cover him correctly, he will be carrying it. And that's what I will be playing for. Maybe I can find something mid lane here as well. Okay. You see there's a fight going on and I kind of don't really want it. So I'm just going to walk up a little bit. I walk through it kind of. I walk through it. If they fight me, I will just hard win it. There's no way the enemies are able to beat me. Flash the Nico. Ult here, very, very reactive. Q the Irelia. They're gonna die with Nico as well. I'm gonna do the last auto attack. Even if my team tries to do the auto attack, I don't have Herald. But as I told you earlier, Herald doesn't matter. Now, Zac got the Herald. Zac got the Dragon. Oh, where problem? Where problem? Now, to be clear, if I got the Herald, it would be way better. But it's not necessary. Okay, I could go for enemy Drake now. Can consider going here. And now it's important to not cover your team because that would be a waste of time. Why? Because all the enemies are dead. There's no way the enemies are gonna fight or contest. There's no reason for me to push. And now it's just for me important to be efficient. What would have been better is probably not even walk mid lane again, but steal the Crux fully. Or take my bot side camps before taking Dragon. I'm gonna buy Rage Blade here in this game. Hello, Mr. Sinerias. Maybe you got any tips for a jungler that plays on 60-80 ping and wants to achieve a high rank? What can I help you there? 60 to 80 ping? I think when you have 60 to 80 ping, you need to play even more with knowledge. That means, for example, it's rough because you need to avoid a lot of mechanical things. My tip for you is... you need to be even more consistent than others because of the high ping. But consistency isn't really dependent on the high ping. So I think your goal should be to increase consistency. That means, for example, how I clear these chickens. I could clear the chickens the same way when I had 100 ping, you know? And so can you. Or like covering the cannon. And that all comes with knowledge. Now, even if I play mechanically terrible, just with my knowledge, I can climb extremely easily as well. We don't know if this is Nico, so I'm just gonna... okay, we know it's Yasuo now. I shouldn't be engaging like that, but I'm just gonna end the game now because it's already very over. Okay. Isn't it funny, guys? How well I played it and how I still died. Is it kind of funny? That shows how hard it becomes if you do wrong decisions, even with the correct mechanics. And it also shows how easy in comparison it would be, for example, for the Yone to kill the Jax here, if you're having the correct knowledge. I should have just not being that deep. There was no reason to... I fought for a blue buff. I fought for... I'm 9-0, 1k gold shutdown, we already won, and I'm fighting my life for battle for blue buff. For blue buff. So I should have just walked out, to wait for my team, play with them, get Herald, kill with bot lane, Yone, GG, we won. Now, of course, we can argue I'm 9-0 and I can just have a little bit fun as well. No! Especially when you are playing in your main elo, you shouldn't be having fun in terms of limit testing. You should be having fun in just having full control in every single second, in every single part of the entire game. That's the whole point behind consistency and fundamentals. That player did was inconsistent. Okay, now what do we do with this Herald, chat? What do you think? What do we do? What is our next step? How do we win this game, actually? I have no idea. Tell me. I'm standing still until you told me. Break T2 on bot lane. That's an option. You can also break T2 top lane. Now, the thing about this is, we have Ziggs, so we can easily break it. Winning the game in these kind of situations is extremely easy. End game quicking, pushing. Yeah, keep pushing. Exactly. We need to end the game. That's correct. Oh, I shouldn't be taking aggro here. We need to end the game. That's correct. It's 17 minutes. We're extremely ahead, and now we need to force end, or force fights, or force everything. Because we're so far ahead, we should be winning everything. He's gonna jump out. I'm gonna follow up here. Sidestepping this a little bit. He could be knocking me up, so I need to be a little bit careful. Okay, get Terry gold here, so I'm just gonna not be scared of taking this. So, as you guys said correctly, I need to push. But that's not something I just need to put. I really need to push. Like, if I just take tower, like, cams and heralds or drakes or whatever, that doesn't give me anything. What wins me the game is getting inhibitors, getting bot T2, forcing mid T2, making the game go extremely fast. Yeah, that's a little bit of a trick, going faster here. Now Yone died, but as you can see, we're speeding up the game. We're speeding up the game. That's only possible if we push correctly. I used the Herald instantly. I didn't wait. We have 6W. I'm not scared. We have 6W. Okay. Need to hold distance from Zac. Gonna auto attack this Zac here. Okay, we got the blobs as well. Let's clear the blobs consistently, slowly, and nicely. Nice. And now we instantly ping them away. Instantly ping them away. Being efficient. Don't waste time going to the jungle. Instant press B here on the corner. Okay, GG. I would have instantly bought my items, take my blue buff, instantly go bot, instantly take bot T2. I have no time to waste. If I give the enemies 5 to 10 more minutes, I'm starting to get slowly scared. Because enemies are starting to get that deal damage. They're starting to be useful. They're starting to be a problem. Okay, chat. Did you like that game? What do you think?